Okay, so communication is definitely one of the most important skills here, if not the most important skill, because it is the only skill which is going to help you in pretty much every single area for life, for the rest of life, whether it's making money, relationships, making friends, mental health. And the more you daily learning this skill, the more opportunities you're going to miss. The younger you are, the better it is to learn this skill, and like the more useful this skill gets. Most people never try to improve their communication because it is a very painful process. You have to go through a very painful phase where you might say something stupid in front of your friends, you might say something stupid when giving a speech, and people who don't even know you might make fun of you. And there is no way for you to skip this part. Like you have to go through this phase, and like once you go through this phase again and again, you get used to it, and like that is when you gain confidence. It's not a skill like coding or exercising, where the more you make progress, the more people say nice things about you. In this case, in case of communication, the more progress you make, the more you're going to mess up, and the more people will make fun of you. It is inevitable, and like you have to mentally prepare yourself if you want to improve your communication. That being said, it is definitely worth it. Just take yourself as an example. Your life can be so different right now if you have the perfect communication skills. People around you might respect you more. Your friends might respect you more. You might have gotten the goal which you wanted, or like you might be making a lot more money than you are right now. In my case, my communication is not that great at the moment, but like it is still way better than what it used to be. Normal people like you probably struggle with one or two things. Maybe your pronunciation is not that great, or like maybe you lack confidence, maybe you sometimes speak too fast. But in my case, every single thing was a problem. Like I used to be terrible at pretty much every single thing. My confidence used to be terrible. Like around 3 years ago, in the maths class, the teacher assigned some work to all the students, so like the entire class was doing their work quietly. I was doing my own work, and the teacher noticed the watch I was wearing. He liked my watch, and like he asked me what company watch is this, and I answered the name of the company. He didn't get it, so like he asked me again, and I answered again, and like this happened 3 to 4 times. And by this point, the entire class was watching me. And what makes this even worse is that I was new to this class, so like I didn't know many people here, and like this was supposed to be one of my first few days of the class, and like my first impression was like completely gone. In the end, the person sitting next to me answered on my behalf, and like I've had hundreds of these incidents just like this where communication was a problem. Even right now, when recording this video, I'm quite nervous in front of camera, but I'm able to hide it. And like the fact that I'm able to record a video and post it publicly on YouTube is itself an indication of confidence. Like 3 years ago, I couldn't even face camera, and like these are some of the photos taken 3 years ago. Next issue was articulation. So when thinking, I can think very clearly, like there is no stuttering or anything like that. But when I try to speak, for some reason, I cannot speak the same way. I mess up a lot of times. I mix a lot of words, and sometimes when I'm about to say a sentence, I say half of the sentence, but like I don't know what I'm supposed to say next. Like when I was writing a script for this video, in my head I was thinking myself as very confident, like very fluent in front of camera, like no stuttering or anything like that. But right now I'm stuttering a lot. Like this video is 8 minutes and 45 seconds for me right now. For you, it's probably like 2 or 3 minutes. Here again, I've seen a lot of progress in myself. The first YouTube video which I ever recorded was recorded 72 times. I know it sounds kind of fake and stuff, but like trust me, that is the case. And in the end, I got frustrated, so like I kind of gave up on recording the videos for a while, and like I came back on YouTube. And if you're able to understand this video, like if this video makes it to YouTube, then that means I have improved in articulation as well. Because I've discarded so many videos by this point, like almost 90% of my videos are discarded. There are only 2 to 3 videos which are on YouTube, and that too because they were kind of not that bad. Next issue is pronunciation. So English isn't my first language, and like I couldn't pronounce a lot of words in English, even the most simple words in English. So one of the reasons I had to discard a lot of my YouTube videos was because I could not pronounce a lot of words. Like I had to say the same sentence again and again until I got the sentence right. And even right now, it is not that great, but like it is at least at a level where I can say the most common words in English with proper pronunciation. And aside from this, I show a lot of other issues like stuttering, speaking too fast, speaking like in the same tone in a like same robotic, boring way. Like even right now, I'm still having a lot of these issues, but now it is at an acceptable level. So anyway, back to the point. So there are hundreds of ways to improve communication, and like I've tried a bunch of them: reading, writing, meditation. But a lot of them are like quite slow. Like you will need to do them for like a year or so to see any progress. For the sake of this video, I'm going to show you 2 methods, and like these 2 are the fastest methods to improve communication. And these 2 methods will focus on pretty much every single area of communication: stuttering, speaking too fast, confidence, articulation, pronunciation, pretty much every single thing which I mentioned. So let's say if you have 1 hour every single day to improve communication, then instead of doing something like meditation or reading or writing, which will give you results but like at a much slower rate, do one of the 2 things which I'm about to say, and you'll see progress much faster than you normally would. So the first method is to push yourself out of your comfort zone in every chance which you get. And it doesn't matter how small thing is. Like if you're traveling in a train and like someone stepped on your foot, then confronting that person can also be something which you can do to push yourself outside the comfort zone. As long as the thing is not too difficult, like giving a speech in front of 1,000 people, you can do it, and like you need to do this. At first, it is going to be extremely uncomfortable and scary, but after that, it is still scary. But like you can kind of get used to it, and like you enjoy the thrill of doing something uncomfortable. It's like going to a roller coaster. The first time you go, you think you're going to die or something, but after that, after you go to a roller coaster for 2 to 3 times, you are still kind of scared of it. But like you enjoy the thrill of going to a roller coaster. It's like the same thing. I started doing this around 3 years ago, and like I should do this. So by this point, I'm just testing how far I can go with this. So like sometimes I'll do something which is like extremely uncomfortable and creepy, which normal people don't even think of doing. So like a few weeks ago, I was at a train station, and like I was quite bored. I had nothing to do, so like I thought I might do something interesting. So I started sharing it with people. So like the people who were waiting for the train are facing in this direction. but the people who were coming to the train station were coming from this direction and like walking down the stairs. So I started looking at the people in this direction, and like because I was only facing in this direction, people were kind of noticing me more. So whenever a person was walking down the stairs, I would try to look at the person and make sure that the person looks me back. And like I try to look at the person's eyes, like it is like literally staring. I would not even blink. So middle-aged people and old people kind of ignore it, but for young people, I always get some interesting reactions. So there was a girl who was like 27, 28, and like she was walking down the stairs. I started looking at her and like making eye contact with her. She was also looking at me, and like she noticed that I was looking at her. And she was walking down the stairs, and like as she was walking down, I was also moving my head, so like she knew that I was looking at her specifically. So she walked down the stairs, and like she started moving in my direction. I was still maintaining the eye contact, and like she stopped in front of me, and she wasn't angry or anything like that. She was a bit confused because like she had no idea what to say. The same goes for me. I had no idea what to say, and like this was happening to me for the first time. So I just broke the eye contact and like started looking at my next target, and like she was very confused, and like she was like, "What the fuck was this?" And she went away. Eye contact sounds easy because you're not actually speaking. But I've done things which are very uncomfortable even for the most normal people. So around 3 years ago, when I was just a beginner and like I was just learning how to communicate, and at the start of college, me and my friends were sitting in the canteen, and like they moved all the tables and chairs so like we can sit together. And the person who was in charge of the canteen was quite mad at us because we moved all the tables and chairs without asking him. So he called the HOD, and like HOD is like a senior teacher, head of the department, and she has a very terrible attitude. So he called the HOD and like asked her to give us some manners and like, teach us the rules of the college. And HOD told him to give the phone to one of the students, and like I took the phone without hesitation. I was as polite as possible, and by the end I was able to convince both of them, the HOD and like the person who was in charge of the canteen, that we are not doing something wrong, and like we will move all the tables and chairs back to their position. And all my friends were impressed because like they couldn't do it and like I did it. So basically the point is, every time you get a chance to do something uncomfortable, if something makes you nervous, and it's an indication that it is a chance for you to increase the confidence. And like I said, it doesn't really need to be something very uncomfortable like giving a speech in front of audience. It can be something as simple as ordering food for the entire group, like when you go out or something. And once you fix your confidence, you'll start noticing that a lot of other issues are also solved, like stuttering or like speaking the same monotonous tone, because a lot of these issues are more of a symptom of low confidence. Like if a person has low confidence, then that means that they'll stutter a lot and like he'll speak too fast or something. Now the second part is to record yourself. Now speaking to yourself or like speaking in front of a mirror works, but like it's not that efficient. Recording yourself is the safest and the fastest way to communication because no one is going to judge you. Like you can store the recordings in one of the folders or something, and like you don't really need to share it with other people. Now you can post it on YouTube if you want to increase the difficulty, but like there's no need for that. So there are two main benefits of this. The first one is that you can analyze yourself. You can look at your own body language, the way you speak, your posture, the expressions which are making you speaking. In daily conversations, you can probably catch a few of them, but when you record yourself, the amount of mistakes which you can find in yourself is like on a completely different level. When you record yourself, you can understand how other people see you and what are the problems and like what are the things which you need to work upon. The next benefit is that you can keep a track of your progress. So for my YouTube, when I start recording videos, I mess up a lot of times, and like a lot of times I felt like I'm not improving at all. It's like after 3 months of working so hard and like recording myself daily at least for an hour, there is still no progress at all. I really felt like there was something medically wrong with me, and like no matter how much I try, I cannot pronounce a lot of words. And I thought that there is something wrong with my position of a tongue or something. And like I tried a bunch of things, nothing was working. But then I took a look at my first video, and like that was completely terrible, like a complete disaster. And seeing that in a weird way gave me some motivation to improve myself, because I was able to see the progress which I made in last 3 months. My first video was a complete disaster, like completely terrible. My current video are terrible, and like terrible is better than a complete disaster. And even aside from this, in normal daily conversation, when 2 or 3 or 4 people are talking, if you're like me, then you don't really get much chance to talk. But when recording yourself, there's no other person. You can speak to yourself, and like you can speak to camera. Like there's 100% of your contribution in the conversation which you are having with yourself. And that is pretty much it for this video. If you're watching this video after a year or so, then check out one of my latest videos, because you'll see a clear difference in the way I'm speaking right now and the way I speak in the future. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching.